Today, Dean is going to show us how to make this blind out of all of this material. Aren't you, Dean?
Apparently.
So what you need is some Meranti timber for the top batten, some other smaller timber for the ribs, which is Tasmanian oak. You'll need the material, which is actually rubber-backed blind material. You can use calico, but that's probably the best way to go. These fixings, which we'll talk about later. The drill, we'll need our trusty miter saw, some craft glue, hammer, Stanley knife, fade tape measure, straight edge, and of course the blind cord.
Good.
Are you ready?
The bottom's already squared off, so we just measure and cut for the length.
Yep.
Okay. All right. And
We measure and cut the blind to our overall length of 1550 millimetres.
And just keep it on the spot.
yeah.
Mark both sides and cut to length. The length of the blind will vary depending on your window opening.
That's great. I'll get that out of your way.
Okie doke, I'll just see what we have to do next. Right, we've got to cut the Meranti. So you've got the Meranti, well done.
Need that miter saw.
You need this.
Having securely clamped our miter saw to the bench, we measure and cut the top and bottom battens to length.
So, 11.55.
Yep.
We then mark the outer points of the blind
Now we'll
so
just
we can glue and fold the side hems.
The craft glue dries quite quickly, about 10 minutes, so you haven't got time to muck around. So we're folding to that line.
Yep.
Don't use too much glue, as it will stiffen the blind and reduce its ability to fold easily.
Only once.
Down here.
We then glue and fold the bottom batten, securing the top edge with an extra
Fold that
bead of
carefully
glue.
up onto the top. Right
Now the next one we roll to...
Just roll up to that point there.
Yep.
That's good.
We then measure and check
So we
and
just
fold the
that
top
over,
batten to
make
give
sure
an
it's
overall length of
tight.
1300 millimetres.
Okay.
Push. Now the glue dries fairly rapidly, we've discovered, so if you do spill any, make sure you get it off very quickly.
Did you spill any?
No.
Good.
So
Stand
if
that
you
up,
hold
I
that,
guess.
and
Yep.
our division at 1300 is...
We then check,
3,
measure and mark the
25,
position of the ribs. The good thing about this system is there is actually no sewing, and that's pretty good because that's not something we're very good at. So now we've got to turn it the other way and we're going to stick the back ribs on, which form part of the blind mechanism. Okay. Right, so we'll straighten that out.
Down
Certainly
first.
will.
That's it, otherwise I'll drag it with me.
That's good, nice and neat.
Using craft glue,
And
we glue the
when
ribs into
you're
position.
straight, just firm that into place and just make sure it's straight under it. Now, while they're drying, we can fix the pulleys to the top.
Okay. We put our pulleys to the edge of the pulley. We go 250mm in from either end for the main pulleys.
Doesn't want to open up.
While that's drying, we pre-drill the pulley holes through the material to about 3 millimetres in depth in the top batten.
They're not holding a big load.
250 in there.
We then place the rib sections below the blind and secure through pre-drilled nail holes. We then screw in the eyelets. So now we just continue on down the battens. When we get to the bottom batten, it's important that the hooks face upwards, not sideways like these.
Okay, let's turn it around and thread some ropes, eh?
Right, yeah.
Good. Now we need it out straight, I assume, so the ropes run full length.
Okay.
Now if we just take the rope through each eye.
Thread the cords, and our simple, no-sew Roman blind is ready to go.
Look. That's come up well.
Ah, that's very, very good.
Beautiful.
What about you clean up and I'll install it?
Go ahead.
Great, okay.
Good.
Won't take long. So what do you think?
Well, it looks fantastic, David, but are you sure you put it in the right spot?
What do you mean?
Well, next time we might show you how to put a window right here.
Maybe.